This particular car is booked in for both our engine software upgrade and our gearbox software upgrade. The gearbox software upgrade that we offer increases the clamping pressure of the clutch packs, which eliminates any slip that might happen if you're running a lot more torque. On our standard software, without the gearbox upgrade, we're very careful to limit the amount of torque and the way the torque's delivered in a very progressive manner, so as not to overwhelm the grip of the clutches. With our gearbox ECU upgrade, it means we're running a higher clamping pressure. The gearbox has a lot stronger torque capacity, so we can run more torque. When these cars were delivered, probably the best tyre at the time was the Michelin Pilot Super Sport. Since then, they've brought out the tyres such as the Pilot Sport 4S, and many people on the F10 and the M6 put a 305 tyre on the back, which is wider than the factory 295. So a grippier tyre and a wider tyre is putting more load through the gearbox. Where normally the wheel would slip, especially first or second gear, you're putting more grip, which means you're putting more load on the gearbox, which means if you're going to do that, it's really important to have our gearbox software upgrade to give the additional capacity to handle that additional grip through the drivetrain. Very popular at the moment and massive increase in performance. Part of our software upgrade is the top speed limit, which means we're legal to do so, and if you have enough space, the car will easily pass 200 miles an hour. And we've tested this ourselves. It's something that maybe if you get a trip to the Autobahn or a runway, something you can experience. So before running the car, we've checked the tyre pressures, a few safety checks, and then one of the very common things on the M5 and M6 is the charge cooler level. Sometimes this tank's completely empty, but it's actually fine. This seems particularly well looked after, this car, anyway. We've warmed the engine up, oil temperature's above 80 degrees C, safe before the dyno. So we're going to do a standard base run, see what power the car's making and checking there's no faults, misfires. We've already done a basic diagnostics check. There's no stored fault codes, everything seems to be in spec, so let's see what the standard car's putting out. So we've done 3 standard runs now, 1 in efficient mode and 2 in sport mode. Just also to check the exhaust valves are working correctly, because very importantly on the F10 and the F12, the exhaust valves are operated by a vacuum, which is also shared by the turbo wastegate actuators. So if there's any leak, even at the exhaust valve end, it'll mean that the turbos won't be able to create the full boost. But what we're seeing here is 590 horsepower and 680 newton meters, which is very typical. They're always above what BMW say on the standard power. We've done 2 upgraded power runs with a best run of 731 horsepower and just over 840 newton meters. We've done data logs on both engine and gearbox. Everything's spot on. Even you can hear the increased sound of the exhaust. It sounds perfect, just a little bit more than factory. And I can feel it already on the dyno. The performance is on another level. It's extremely strong, and I can't wait for the customer to try this out on the road.
Standard, this car always feels a bit busy. Anytime you ask for a bit of power, it's dropping down 2 gears and it's winding things up to 4,000 RPM before it really throws you down the road. It shouldn't need to. It's a 4.4 litre V8 twin turbo. Power should be there from 2,000 RPM. And with the map it does, it's there. Immediately you're on that power as soon as you demand it, which is what you want from this engine. Add to that it makes traction less of an issue. If you're changing down 2 gears like that, the first thing you're doing is you're lighting up the wheels, which means you're not getting that power, means you're not getting that performance, you're just burning through rubber. The map makes this more usable, smoother, more progressive in its power delivery, feeling like a true 4.4 V8 twin turbo, how it should do, like the muscle car it is.
So if you'd like to find out more about this upgrade, or indeed any of the other upgrades we offer, then down below you can contact us on the usual numbers or our website, email, or if you'd like to follow us on social media, on Instagram, you'll be able to see daily updates of what we're doing. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.